It's November, so what else are we talking about than November Man?
That sounds about right.
The movie.
Yeah.
And another man who's a genius. The story about renowned astrophysicist Stephen Hawking, The Theory of Everything.
Our Link to the Stars entertainment reporter Jim Ferguson joins us with interviews from Pierce Brosnan of The November Man and James Marsh, the director of The Theory of Everything. So you hung out with James Bond.
Yeah. 007, shaking that square.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you both on Veterans Day. And yeah, we're going to start off with a DVD just out. How appropriate, as you said, November Man. And James Bond is back. But this time he's back as the code name November Man. He's a retired CIA agent living a nice quiet life with his daughter. And he's called out of retirement. He's a trained killer with all the skills of James Bond, and he has to protect a CIA witness. They force him out of retirement, played by Olga Kurokovich, who is a beautiful lady, and he's assigned to protect her as a CIA witness. Pierce is always so much fun to talk to, and you'd like to see him?
Yes.
Okay, here's Pierce Brosnan. We just don't get spy thrillers like this very often and this good. So thank you so much.
Well, a million thanks, Jim. Really, I'm very proud of the film, and to hear it coming from you makes me even stand that bit taller. So it is a genre which I love and have had the good fortune and luck to be part of, starting with, I suppose, James Bond, or Fourth Protocol, The Tailor of Panama, all these films.
I started to count up how many times we've done this, and I stopped. I mean, we've done this so many times, you know, and you play that genre so well. Would you agree with me, Pierce, that this film is relevant to international politics today, very relevant?
We seem to have hit the nail on the head somewhere along our storytelling embroidery here. This project is, we optioned this book, my producing partner, Beau Marie St. Clair, and myself 5 years ago, and then some. And we wrapped the story. It was set in Berlin, and then we wrapped it up in Belgrade. We gave the persona of Belgrade the setting. And the sweet irony is that it does have a relevance today with what's happening with the Ukraine, Russia, Putin, and the shenanigans he's getting up to, and the manipulation and the propaganda of our countries and ways. So yes, we seem to have a relevancy, and that's just luck.
Just luck, but he has a lot of talent too, and what a nice guy, Pierce Brosnan. This is a DVD I highly recommend. There's a lot of great things about November Man, and it did fairly well at the box office too. So you like action? Like spy thrillers? There it is, November Man.
Perfect.
Now, best movie of the year. I'm going to predict it right now. The Theory of Everything. We have all the stars from the movie. Eddie Redmayne will win the Oscar for Best Actor. But we have the director from Bloke, Chris Moore, our director from England. He's from Cromwell, England, and he knew Stephen Hawking, and I think that's one of the reasons he was picked to direct this movie. And it's James Marsh, who won an Oscar last year for a documentary he did called Man on a Wire. And really a nice guy, and what a wonderful director. He's done a lot of commercials, Coca-Cola commercials and that sort of thing. And this is his jewel, The Theory of Everything. And here's the director of that movie, Best Picture of the Year so far, James Marsh. Congratulations on just a wonderful film, Theory of Everything. Would you agree with this comment? When you talk about Stephen Hawking, this genius astrophysicist, you're talking about a man intellectually right up there in the league with Albert Einstein?
Well, I guess so. I mean, I'm not sure I'm the best qualified person for that, but what I do know is that his scientific career has been, you know, extraordinary, and he's asking and investigating the biggest questions that we have through a theoretical mathematical model, which is also extraordinary. So, you know, the trajectory of his career sort of mirrors his illness in the worst possible way, that, you know, the more disabled he becomes, the more challenging his ideas become. His mind, irrespective of his body's disability and incapacities, is able to wander literally into the cosmos with mathematics to understand these ineffable questions that we have about ourselves and the universe. So he's obviously an extraordinary scientific mind. Hawking radiation, which we investigate in the film and show in the film, is an interesting aspect of how we understand black holes, which themselves are these sort of baffling cosmic phenomena. So clearly he's made a very important contribution to what is essentially the biggest questions we have.
I am very much looking forward to this movie.
As you should.
Yes.
It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And Redmayne, what a performance. Speaking of performers, there's a big event at the Loft coming up this Sunday at 4 p.m. The movie is called Billy Bates. They're going to show the movie. It was produced by Julie Pacino and directed by Jennifer D'Elia, and they're both going to be there for questions and answers. And they have the star who plays Billy Bates, James Wirt. And it's going to be an exciting afternoon at 4 p.m. at the Loft, and there'll be questions and answers after the movie. And I'm going to be there, and I'm really going to look forward to it.
And you said Pacino. Any relation to Al?
His daughter. His daughter.
That's amazing.
Is the producer. Yeah.
So it runs in the family. Very talented.
And the director, Jennifer D'Elia, she lived in Tucson for quite a while. So there's a nice connection here, And there is I think we're going to put up on the screen.
The BillyBatesProject.com.
The Billy Bates Project, and you can get free tickets by going online.
Free tickets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jim. It's always a pleasure. We get free tickets. And now you can also win a DVD. Jim brought along a DVD for you to win. Disney's Phineas and Ferb Star Wars. Just visit TucsonMorningBlend.com and click on the contest link to enter.